Jet from hell. That's all I gotta say. Russell Robinson Waterwell Service. This one. Oh wow. Great. Man, there's collars everywhere. Boy, tank's kind of in the way, kind of sucks. Oh, baby. Knock my camera down. Is it still on? Probably not. This one was pulled just last month. Leathers are still good, but not by me. There's a hole in it. Exactly what it is. See, another well guy come out here about a month ago and pulled this. Changed the foot valve and leathers on it. She called us back and worked on this thing about 8 years ago. And she hadn't had a lick of problems out of it. But we're up here towards close to Spurger off Highway 92. Normally these wells up here, you come up here, you got to change the whole jet assembly most of the time because it likes to eat a little pinhole right above the foot valve. And that's exactly what it did. So he changed the foot valve and leathers, but it just didn't have enough experience to know that when you take these apart, you got to blow through them. Before you put the foot valve on, it's good to cup it on your hand, blow through it, just to make sure. So we're going to get this one fitted up with a new jet. Back going. So that's the difference between a true professional, just done it so long. 28 years of experience, you just can't hardly beat it. I know what to look for. When we come out here in these far areas, I've done service calls in so many different areas over 28-year span that I just know what to look for and what area I'm in. So these wells are real acidic, definitely hard iron. As you can see the coloration of the pipe. But this is something she had to do twice. She wanted to get somebody out here that was different than the last person, so she gave me a call. We could just put another little ring on it, but why chance it up here? Just change the whole jet assembly, be done with it. Don't have to worry about coming back again. When I call it one before we pull it, because I called that, I knew exactly what it was. It wasn't the guy's fault who pulled it. I guess you could say it was. He just didn't know any better. I don't have good teachers, you know. So what we're gonna do, change the whole assembly. So we always carry about 4 of these on the truck at all times, especially when you're working up here towards Spurger, Koontz, Kirbyville, Buna area. All these wells are like that. So you definitely want to be prepared. You want to come all the way out here and not have everything you might need. That's why you should always call Russell Robinson Water Well Service. I know everything to look for. I'm experienced. I do it every single day, all my life. I get in a hurry, but not in such a big hurry that causes me to overlook things like that. So. Does that pipe look like they pulled it with a wrench? I mean, got some little scuffs in it, but I didn't see any. You got any rag? You already chlorinated it?
Yep.
You got rag? Whew. My goodness. It's hell pulling the jet while the leathers are still good because it's only been pulled a month ago. Again, I know who pulled it, but I'm not going to throw them under the bus because they just didn't know any better. They ain't been doing it long. Their teacher didn't teach them. Can't fault him. He only knows what his teacher taught him. And his teacher didn't teach him much, so. I'm wearing the sweater because this well's really irony. I try to cover up my shirt and keep it from getting all on my skin because that stuff will irritate your skin. So that's why I'm wearing a sweater and it's 98 degrees out here. Because it does, it burns the skin, you get that iron on you. Then you got to ride around all day. We still got 4 more jobs to go do. We've already done 3. Started in Louisiana, stopped a couple in Orange. Now we're over here in almost to Spurger. And then we'll be leaving here and headed to Vidor. And then I got another one in Orange. I got 2 more in Orange. Oh yeah, baby, just always feels good to know what the problem is, guess what it is, be able to tell the customer what I thought it was right before we did it. And I showed her on a jet what I thought it was going to be, and it's exactly what it was. So it's just a shame she had to have this done a month ago, and now she's having to have it done by somebody different now. So yeah. Always call Russell Robinson Water Well Service. That's all I can tell you. I mean, you can try the rest, but eventually you'll stick to calling the best. That's me. Telling you, I don't play around when it comes to water well service and repair. That's what I do. Yeah. There you go. Sir? Alright. So, yeah. Share these videos. Check us out on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. Share these videos with friends and family and people can find out. They won't have to pay double. Help people in the community find the best. I'll dang sure love you for it. Here she comes now. Well,
Is it a hard fix? Is it an easy fix?
you remember what I told you I thought it was going to be, right?
That you were right.
Pinhole right at the foot back.
Okay, now can I ask you, is that because of the sand?
No. That's the water. The water's so hard out here, it's acidic. It just eats them up. That's what eats them up every time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
See,
you're
anytime
thinking that's going to be what it is?
Oh, I know that's what it is.
Okay.
That's where your water was going. It was just blowing back out there. That's why I say, when you come up here, this is what I look for. When we change foot valve and leathers, we unscrew that. I'll cup that to my hand, and then I'll try to blow through it. And if I blow through it and there's no hole, then I know. Most people don't know. They just don't know any better. They change the foot valve, they put leathers on it.
Okay, so now when you get through fixing me up, I should not lose if electricity goes off, I should not lose. I mean, because I've had to pay somebody to come out and prime this sucker about 4 times.
Yes, and that's why, because you're losing your prime to that bad spot. Going all right back down the hole. But see, you got your brand new one set up now. It's all brand new.
Thank you.
And I flare your leathers out, and I never guarantee you're not going to lose your prime, but I mean, I do everything to avoid it. See how I flare my leathers out real well? So where they'll seal against the casing real good. That way
Well, I mean, if you lose your prime once, but every darn time, the guy told me something's wrong.
I just weigh on because I don't know your water well, and some wells do it. There's no rhyme or reason.
It just started doing that this last. I mean, because the man, I was telling him, the man that fixed it before was, I think, a father and son, someone from Vidor.
Yes, ma'am.
They came out and he fixed it. I never had a problem.
Yep.
Never. I mean, it just worked perfect. But then I started hearing the pump not cutting on.
Yes, ma'am.
And so that guy came and said, well, your gauge is wrong. And he goes, your gauge is broke, so I need to put your gauge, fix your gauge. And then it worked. And then then it had other problems, and he came out and he was at leather. But like you said,
Can I ask you just aside? I just don't want it, if it breaks, I don't want it to come down on you and pop you in the head.
oh, okay.
It's been known to happen for no reasons.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let y'all get back at it.
Yeah, I'll have your water going here shortly.
Okay, now do you know how much I should pay? How much the
I'll
check?
let you know everything when I get done. I'll be able to tell you everything.
Okay.
I'll settle that with you.
Okay.
We'll get it back pumping again, and we'll run a check on it just to make sure.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Let it ride. These are double bills. Caught on both. All right.
Don't forget this tool here.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Russell Robinson Water Well Service. We're gonna cut this video short.
One time they came and met me a huge box of wire.
We're gonna cut this video short. If they're over 9 minutes, it won't make Facebook. Check us out on YouTube and Facebook and TikTok.